Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
And hello and welcome to episode 239 of On the Bench, the podcast for scale modelers by scale modelers, all about scale models. This episode is being brought to you by the support of all of our wonderful Patreon supporters. You too can help support the show. Simply go to www.patreon.com/onthebench. Your contributions help with our hosting and production costs and are greatly appreciated. And of course, every OTB paid supporter gets an OTB sticker. Of course, goes into the running for the wonderful Patreon Wheel of Fortune. And of course, we are very proud to be supported by the Scale Modeler Supply, who are currently in their 10th year of operation. What a fantastic milestone. Anyway, let's have a word from Scott.
Are you looking for top quality paints for your next project? Then look no further than the Scale Modeler Supply. Hi, I'm Scott, and as a passionate modeler myself, I've spent years creating the SMS product range, designing them specifically with a scale modeler in mind. We've worked extensively to develop our acrylic lacquer paint range to not only be airbrush ready straight out of the bottle, but also to be very easy to use so that anyone of any skill level can create professional results with minimal effort. Just give the bottle a good shake, pour into your airbrush and spray at 15 psi. So dive into your next project with confidence, knowing that you're backed by one of the finest hobby paints on the market. Head over to our website scalemodeler.com.au to check out our full range and to find your closest retailer.
And good morning and welcome to the show, Ian.
G'day Dave, g'day Julian, g'day everyone else.
G'day Julian.
Yeah.
How are we all?
Yeah, good. Yeah, not too bad for a Saturday morning.
What's been happening?
Nothing.
No,
You
not
know,
a
my
lot.
life. My life is the same. It's Groundhog Day every friggin' day.
Well,
It's just been raining so much.
it has, and I'm very excited because on Thursday I fly out for Malaysia for the Malcolm show.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking the weather. So
Interesting name for a an event. The Malcolm.
So daytime temperatures 32 degrees Celsius. Overnight low is 30 degrees.
So it's called.
Humidity 80%.
That doesn't mean anything to anyone, Dave.
It does. People understand, especially if you
It's just Southeast Asia weather. It's just going to be hot and humid.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's called Malcolm because it's Malaysia Convention.
Oh, so it's not named after some guy called Malcolm.
No.
Right. I get you now. Makes sense, doesn't it, Julian?
Yes.
It does make
Now
sense.
you explain it to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
So you're bringing anything, Dave?
It's pretty standard convention for a lot of conventions to sort of take that sort of naming sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually taking a Space 1999 thing that I've built.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So I had to choose something that was easy to transport.
Yep.
As you guys know, travelling internationally with a model is
Yeah, tell me about
is
it.
fraught with
Tell me about
difficulties. So I've chosen something that's going to be easy.
You just picked the wrong
I
subject.
did. I definitely did. Way
So-
too fragile.
So this show kicks off on the 13th and 14th of June 2026 at the Sieta Spice Convention Centre and Ballroom, which is in Penang, Malaysia. Some guys from Australia have already headed off. They're in Singapore at the moment. There's a big contingent of Aussies heading across.
Good.
So it should be good. We're going to have some good fun. Our good mate Clayton Huckabee is going to be over there as well.
You're going to be judging.
He is going to be judging.
The armour.
Yes. They must have been desperate for a judge. So,
He'll do all right. He'll do very well.
well, I mean, he doesn't really have to do much, does he? Except look at things and go, wow.
Malaysia, truly Asia. That's some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, so excited to get over
They've got
there.
some good fingers.
They got some real good talent over that part of the world.
And, we've seen some of the Asian guys sort of slip into the country here now and again with some stunning models. Yep. So I'm really keen to get over and have a look. One day I would like to get to Korea and have a look at one of their big hobby shows over there because some of their shipbuilders are just awesome.
Next level.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Julian, I'll leave you in charge of chasing that rabbit down that hole.
Yeah, I think I tried looking into it once and it wasn't quite so obvious. It's not like this where it's very sort of internationally known and everything. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Have a hunt around. You never know. You'll find something.
Very true.
And of course, in July, I'm off to
the US. Yep.
Going to IPMS, which is in Fort Wayne, Indiana this year.
Yep.
So I'm flying into the US and popping across to see Rob Riv over in
New York.
Oh, Long Island.
Long Island, New York. Yeah.
And so I spend the night with him. Apparently, he claims that we're going to be spooning, but I beg to differ. And then down to Kentucky Dave's. He's got the pool ready, so looking forward to. And in fact, there's another Dave coming down as well. So there's going to be 3 Daves there at Chateau D Nights.
And which other Dave's coming?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I've forgotten.
It's not good when Dave's congregate.
Jokingly, I said on Facebook, I said, you get 3 Daves in one spot. We should all have a ring and stand in a circle and go like Shazam or something like that and see what happens.
Wow, that's cringe.
I reckon that'd be funny.
No, you would find it funny.
The rest of us just look at you and go, yeah, you're right in the head, mate.
So I've got some plans. So while I'm over there, I'm going to Kentucky Dave and I are going to shoot over to Huntsville to have a look at the big rocket museum over there.
Oh, yeah, cool. That's in Alabama.
Yep. And then, funnily enough, that's where IPMS is next year. So
Alabama.
So a little bit of a drive from Kentucky.
You going to take your banjo?
No, I'm not going to take my banjo.
You're in Alabama. You've got to take your banjo, mate.
No.
He'd get out banjoed.
Oh, yeah. It'd be
a national embarrassment.
Some kid with really bad teeth and an extra finger.
Maybe I'll do some clogging. I'll go to a clogging school over there and do some clogging.
Clogging?
Yeah.
What, making clogs?
No, dancing. It's called clogging. Right. The US listeners are screaming at their speakers at the moment, saying, "Ian, you idiot!
I'm not American. How do I know about that?"
You could be more.
I've never heard of it either. To be
you
honest.
haven't either.
No.
All I can picture in my head is dudes with funny wooden shoes banging them on the floor.
No, clogging. It's sort of a way of sort of dancing and.
I thought that's what happens when you go to the toilet.
No.
Clogging.
We're going to get so much hate mail coming in there. So I'm going to let you guys handle it.
Yeah, sure.
What else have I been doing? So I've been building.
Yep.
I've been building my Artemis rocket.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So the Revell one, the Orion capsule is, hard. It's getting the seam lines out of it. It's driving me nuts. I bought the Airfix one as well because I want to sort of do a side-by-side comparison. And I figured with the Airfix one, I'd do the Artemis 1, and the Revell one that I'm building now, I'd do the Artemis 2. But unfortunately, I'm missing the 250th stickers to go on the boosters. So I'm waiting for somebody who can...
Print you up some decals?
Yeah, print me up some decals or see if there's an aftermarket set floating around somewhere. I might grab them. So
This is very small, isn't it?
No, well, it's 1/44 scale, but stickers are not that small. It's a big rocket, so. And I've also just purchased the Tamiya P-38 for a group build that I'm doing, so I've got a.
Which model? The early or late?
The early, yeah.
FG
version.
So I've got to get that finished by November. By
Pacific
ACT.
or...
Yeah, I'm going to do a Pacific version.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Nice.
Olive drab?
Yes.
Yes, nice.
Yeah. So that'd be nice. Let's get it all dirtied up.
You already know which scheme you're going for? Or?
No, I don't. I'm really sort of hunting around for schemes, and
I know there's a really cool one that's got a skull with a top hat and monocle
oh, really?
on the nose. Yeah.
I have to hunt around for some decals.
I don't really care necessarily about the.
Well, you get the ones with the shark's teeth on each nacelle.
Yeah. But it's the nose art that makes it, though, isn't
No,
it?
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not about the nose art. I would
Really?
much rather put it around like the color and the way that they've implemented the color on, say, rings around the nose, around the spinners and things like that. That's why I did my P-38 the way I did it, because I saw the yellow rings that they'd put on the spinners, and it was just struck me in such a way that
What I like too is you look at a lot of wartime photos and the amount of wear on the wing roots.
Yeah, really dirty.
On the top of the wing.
yeah.
No, it's actually back to bare metal.
Yeah.
But it's like they're big, massive sections.
patches,
that are back to bare metal, and it just looks really, really cool.
Yep.
I mean, they're working in the exact same spot over and over and over, right?
With coral dust and sand on
And
their
sand,
feet.
it's like sandpapering
Yeah, it's just
it.
abrasive. They're just
Yeah.
knocking the paint off it all the time.
For both, because you can enter on both sides.
Correct.
Yeah, and you also need to go there to refill the fuel tanks.
Yep.
Wait. So there's the later version had the cockpit glass that lifted up, and the earlier version had the one where it slid down on the left-hand side. You had to enter from the left.
The side, yeah.
You couldn't enter from
And
the right.
later one was it
popped
flips up.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the wear is mostly on the left-hand wing root.
For your one,
than
I
the right.
think, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I think it's also probably just standard practice, isn't it? Like just getting in via the left on most planes.
No, I'm just trying to think of Spitty now.
I mean, even on jets, they always enter in via the left.
They do, yes. Interesting. I wonder why they do that.
Does
it have something to do with being right-handed?
I think it comes down because you mount a horse on the left-hand side.
Really?
Yep. But I could be wrong.
Well, hopefully people might have the answer to this, so they can reach out to us, send us an email to onthebench64@gmail.com to actually let us know, why do you mainly enter an aircraft on the left?
And please don't do the thing where it's like, yeah, but there's this one rare plane where they enter in on the right, and so you're wrong.
Do you think it's got something to do with being right-handed? The majority of people are right-handed, so that's why you enter on the left. Because the way you climb up into it. No, that doesn't make sense because, I don't know. Maybe Ian's right because you mount a horse on the left-hand side.
Well, maybe it's just a case of, at least with jets, usually there's like an integrated ladder or a ladder that gets mounted onto it, right? So you got to pick one side, so you may as well pick the same side every time.
Correct.
Well, let's think about this. So when you mount a horse, you put your left foot up in the stirrup and throw over. Mm-hmm. If you
don't have to overthink this. Like
No,
someone will give us the answer.
But if you're right-handed, that's a natural way of doing it, isn't it? If you're left-handed,
Lifting your right...
your dominant leg would be the left
lifting
leg.
your right leg up to get over the windowsill to get in is easier than doing it with your left leg.
That's because if you're right-handed, you're right leg dominant.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it does have to do with left and right.
You also, I
Handed.
remember with a lot of planes, you can't just step anywhere. You have to step...
Yeah, but
in specific
the aircraft are designed so you have to step.
But when you actually step into the cockpit, you can't just step anywhere, right?
We usually just step straight onto the seat.
Well, unless it's a Lancaster, you come in from the rear.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, you're building a P-38.
Yeah, I'm building a P-38.
Yeah, there's some good schemes out there.
I'm thinking about maybe doing it on a diorama base with mast and matting. That.
Go Dave.
Yeah.
Go hard.
So,
remember, I did mine as a H, which is technically like a sort of a half step between the early and the late, but it looks like an early.
Right.
And so I needed to do that to do the scheme that I wanted to do it in. That's how committed I was to that scheme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes. Like the weathering on those things, you can go crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Should be a fun build. I'm being Tamiya. The kit will just fall together quickly, so I can get
Should
onto the
do,
painting side
yeah.
of it. Yeah. That'll take most of my time.
I think that was the one I did.
With the yellow spinners.
Yeah, rings on spinners, not the whole
Yeah.
spinner.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Lots of options. I've had a look at some of the major people who do aftermarket decals, but I now need to sort of hunt down and go a bit deeper and have a look at other manufacturers now.
Because I think with the kit you get the markings for the aircraft that may have shot down Yamato's.
Yamamoto. May or may not.
Yeah.
Can I see that thing that you were showing, Dave?
Oh, sorry.
He was just showing me all the.
Was it
wear
that
on
one in the
wings.
Smithsonian?
Yeah.
The one that's super worn away
Yeah,
and
yeah.
unrestored paint?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah,
cool one.
That's very cool.
Especially, you can see like individual, like the paint's popped off of individual like
rivets,
rivets.
screws, and so forth. Yeah.
I was talking to some of the guys at the last night, and I came up with this great idea. Instead of actually building, just take a block of ice. And I can do it.
I know where you're going
And I
with
can
that.
do it as that one that landed in the glacier and got
Glacier
crushed.
Gal.
Glacier Gal, yeah, there you go.
See, I wouldn't want to do Glacier Gal because it's only ever been seen in too clean a condition.
But you'd never no, because I was going to do it actually when she's in the ice.
You can't see through that kind of ice. It's not.
That's the whole point.
True.
I'd do a slice of the glacier and then I'd say that's it. Glacier Gal's in there.
Well, you do one of the other ones that got completely crushed.
Or maybe have just a wingtip sticking out the side or something like that.
Yes.
That'd be a lot of fun. Anyway.
I wonder how bland it looked in its original, paint.
Oh, they would have looked very bland.
I mean, because not all.
If I remember, did they have the stars and bars, or was it just the Randell star?
The Randell with the yellow circle around the edge of it.
Was it?
Was it?
The 43? Because that was only during 43 where they had the yellow circle around there.
Maybe you're right, yeah. I don't know. Look, I've got so much more to dig into, and I should buy some reference material. I might see if...
I've got a lot of reference material on P-38s.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like I'm going to touch you up.
No, you're not touching me at all, pal.
So, Julian, what have you been up to?
Not much because it's just been raining all the time, and
Perfect weather for modelling.
yeah, but I got to go out to my garage to paint, and it's been soaking wet.
Well, carry an
really
umbrella
wet.
with you. Take an umbrella.
I'm not going to go out there. I just look out the window and go, nah, I'm staying in.
Well, Dave, let's just say if you're choosing Glacier Gal,
Yeah.
you can have a lot of fun. I just found a photo of it.
Yeah, but like I said, I would do her.
You got to crush the top of the nacelles.
No. I'd actually do her. So all it is a big block of white, and I'd say Glacier Gal's inside there. You can't see through it.
Cheap.
Yeah, I know.
I do have. I got my second kit in the mail, which is I think it's 65 Chevy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
so,
brand?
Revell.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So I do have plans to. I mean, they're tentative plans because I never know what You buy aftermarket, you get 3D printed things, and you sort of go, well, do I really want to use this? Maybe I'll just go with the kit parts. I do that sort of thing a lot. But what I'm planning to do at this stage is there's a file on Cult 3D where it gives you the elevated arch type thing for the rear part of the chassis.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Or chassis,
Chassis, yes. Yeah.
if you're American.
Well, chassis, us.
In any
You say
case,
chassis, I say chassis.
in any case,
French anyway.
The idea is it makes the whole rear end sit lower, and it gives it that really cool sort of
Oh, yeah, cool.
dropped on its ass look.
Yep.
So what I might do is I might print that. There are also a lot of other things that I want to do, because one of the I don't know exactly what how I envision it to work out, but I do want to do one of those where they get like an old school truck cab and they put it on like a drop down truck
Right. Yes.
for like a custom tow truck. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
If
I know
you-
exactly what you mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
because and I do like that look. But the problem, it was that era where the cab part of itself, the part where you actually sit, is kind of independent, and they would put it on like pickup trucks as well as actual trucks,
Yes.
right? And only the front part where the hood is changed depending on what kind of vehicle they put
Correct,
it on,
yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
So there's a model for that part of it in the proper scale on Colts 3D, and I want to print something like that and print off the chassis and throw the whole, all the bits and pieces at it, build it,
That sounds fascinating.
build something unique.
Yeah, yeah,
There's no
definitely.
kit out there that you can modify to make one into
No.
something like this.
Ah, it
You
looks
can
really
fake a
cool.
lot of things. You can use.
And you often do.
You can build a lot of things from scratch, but you can't build bodywork that easily.
No, that's
Especially when you consider like with the windows itself. Because even if you can do the body, you can't do the windows
Yep.
that easy. Yeah, so we'll see.
We'll see. Yep.
We'll see.
Definitely.
Keeping an eye out on some of the stuff. Our good mate from Black Hat Scale Model, Stuart, he has finally finished his Muttley FE2B, which is just
In the
absolutely
purple looks freaking awesome, doesn't it?
gorgeous.
Is this what you call a string bag?
Pretty much.
Well, no, technically a string bag was the swordfish. That was nicknamed the string bag. But if you want, Julian, you can call it a string bag. But the purple that it comes in, that he's done it in, is just, it just dropped dead
Yeah,
gorgeous.
looks absolutely lovely.
And his rigging of this is just absolutely sublime.
Yep.
I like that one unique panel or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, the
on
one
the
with
tail.
with the lozenge of a different colour.
Yes.
No, he's done it, and I tell you what, those proper planes propellers are really nice, aren't they?
Makes the whole thing,
Oh, it
doesn't
does, really does.
Yeah.
So what kit is this?
That's the wingnut wings.
Yeah. Because Stuart went nuts and just bought a whole heap of wingnut wings kits, which
Oh, he did.
I shudder to think about how much
Yeah,
they cost.
he
him.
even managed to get an SE5A. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
It's the one I was trying to get my hands on.
Yeah.
No avail. Try finding one.
I know. Also, need to mention that I was watching Clayton's YouTube show, and I was interested to see that Edward were bringing out their Catalina, and we were talking about that offline again because that Catalina is actually a rebox of the
old
Revell.
Revell monogram kit, which is a nice kit.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's an issue with the tail,
Right.
because I know I bought an aftermarket fix for the tail.
Because you've got the kit. Is
I've
what
got
we were
the
talking
kit,
about.
yes. So I was normally with me. Oh, Edward, new kit, and it's a Pacific War theme. I'd jump on it, but I've already got the kit. I've got a ton of Edward photo which I've purchased for it,
And they're throwing in their new release.
and they're throwing all that in there.
Yeah.
The only things I don't have, what they'll be putting in, would be like wheels, exhausts, which I'll just buy.
Yep.
And then chuck them in the box with mine. So basically, I'll just have I'll have the kit then, so I won't have to worry about buying another one.
If and when you eventually get around to building it. 'cause-
Also, your
because-
model, you'd have a fresher pressing than theirs.
Exactly, yeah, because I bought mine when they first came out.
So, when you eventually get around to building it, because you're in the collecting phase at the moment of your life.
Yep, no, I'm not going to argue with you. I'll agree with you. Yes, I am. It's something I can do.
What
Keep me interested in the hobby.
what sort of scheme would you
Well,
go?
I bought a set of decals for an Australian one.
Right.
Had the nose art on it. I think it's called the Dabster.
Right.
The Dabster.
Yeah, and it's really photos I've seen of it. It's really, really heavily weathered too. So I'm thinking, I'll do that one, which I'm pretty sure was
That makes a lot of
black.
sense.
I think it was a black cap, but with the camouflage top wing.
That'd be really cool, actually. All the fuselage black and top wing camouflage.
Yeah.
Because we used them very successfully.
Oh
during the war.
mine laying and all sorts of stuff.
Yep. Inserting people into islands and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yep. Very
Yeah.
cool.
That kind of makes sense, that they would be very weathered because who wants to be asked like painting that whole thing?
Yeah, I know.
It's like painting a warehouse. You know?
But this sort of thing, like I know one of them after the war, someone purchased one and actually used it as like a camper van. And they travelled around the world in their Catalina. They had the whole thing decked out like a camper van until it got wrecked at one island during a storm.
Oh.
But yeah,
That's
it's
unfortunate.
really, really cool. It's like, yeah. I love the Catalina. I just reckon they were an awesome aircraft.
Yeah, it's got that glider style wingspan.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
the high wing, yeah.
And it
It's
just
freaking awesome. Hell, absolutely
long
love it.
as anything.
So the only thing I did since last potty was did an order with Avonmore Books.
Oh yeah,
So I bought another 5 books from
yeah.
them.
Bought another 5 books. Of course you didn't.
Yeah, some nice titles I got. Let's see, so I can find what I bought. I know one of them was on Charlottesville, the temporary airbase that the US used in Australia and Queensland with the B-17s and so forth,
All right.
which I thought was pretty cool. Let's see. Find me photo. There was a photo somewhere in here. Here we go. Yeah, so I picked up
My only problem with like the
a book called Black Sunday, and it was like when the weather claimed the US 5th Air Force.
What?
Yeah. Apparently, yeah, there was a big mission that went completely wrong through tropical storms.
What
They lost
what
a lot
aircraft
of-
are involved?
Oh, everything from A-20s to Mitchells to P-38s.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was a big...
So they ran into a big storm and
just a lot of people at the ditch and a lot of pilots were lost.
where they're flying out of? Do you know?
I'm not too sure. I haven't read
Okay.
the book yet. I just got it in my hands a couple of days ago. The other book I got was The Battle of the Coral Sea Explained.
Yep.
By Dr. Tom Lewis. The Catalina Flying Boat in Australian service during World War II. Solomon's Air War, Volume 4. And Charleville at War. Which are, 5 nice little books. And
The publication house that runs all these books.
Avonmore. A big fan of their stuff. They do a lot of good books.
I might catch up
Especially
and-
Pacific War stuff.
I might catch up with them on Monday because this weekend is Melbourne Expo.
Are they there, are they?
Yeah, and they're there on. So I might pop in and on Monday and have a look. So yeah,
Yeah, there were a lot of good books.
I know. We've actually interviewed. Was
Michael Carlingford, I think it is.
Carling something? Oh, he was a font of knowledge when it came to Japanese aircraft.
Oh, yeah. Well, he has access to the Japanese archives. He's one of the rare
Yeah.
people who actually has access to it. So, he can... Yeah, he can definitely...
we've had him on, haven't we?
we've had him on.
yeah,
We've had him
yeah,
on
yeah.
it. Michael Carlingbold.
That's right.
Yep. So,
Hard man to get hold of. Once you get hold of him, get behind a mic, he just yaks.
Oh, yeah, he's great, though, isn't he? Like I said, he's so full of knowledge.
He is.
Fascinating.
Well, I mean, how often does he get to share it with people other than his
through his
books?
books.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
right.
Very true.
All right, we might move on to our Wheel of Fortune. Our mail is awfully slim. There's very slim pickings. In fact, there's next to nothing on the mail.
No one wants to talk to us this week.
I've had a couple of things that aren't for air. They're like things like to do with winners of T-shirts and stickers going out to our Patreon members and supporters. But apart from that, that's been it. So if you want to send us an email, it's on thebench64@gmail.com. We seem to go from famine to feast with our emails. So, well, you watch, you're going to get a whole heap of emails in about clogging now, thanks to you, Ian. So that'll be... But let's do our Patreon Wheel of Fortune winner, and we will see who the lucky winner is for an OTB T-shirt. And I've just sent out two just this week, so they're winning. One's heading off to Germany, actually. So
nice.
Which is really good. So today's winner is Andy.
Well done, Andy.
Andy, I'll be reaching out to you and sending you a email for you to reply back and get your size for your exclusive OTB t-shirt.
Yes.
Very good. All right, we've got an interview coming up. We're talking with Peter Davis from up in Canberra, so let's hear what he has got to say. And joining us on the show for this episode, we've got Pete coming from the Australian Capital Territory Scale Modeller Society, who of course put on ScaleACT every year, fast becoming, if not Australia's premier model show to attend. G'day Pete, how you going, mate?
G'day boys, how are we all going today?
Yeah, good mate, good to have you on the show. Sorry to drag you out on this lovely weekend.
Yeah, it's definitely not going outside. I know it's been pretty miserable weather the last week or so, but probably the same down there as well.
You are not wrong, you're not wrong. Look, thanks for coming on the show, and I've got a lot to talk about. Obviously, we've got ScaleACT 2026 coming up later in November. It is Australia's, if not Australia's premier show. It's just about pretty darn close. I didn't do the hashtag 1000 this year because I failed miserably last year when you got to, 1816?
Yeah, 816 it was, yeah. So
missed it by that much, as Maxwell Smart would say, but never mind.
You aim too
we
tall,
keep
too high.
working towards it for this year.
Yeah,
so
why not? But
keep the pressure on.
before we get to that, you guys are doing an interesting sort of residential weekend coming up soon. What's that all about, mate?
Weekend retreat. So, a few of the boys have been messaging saying we're going off to band camp. So, we've got, Clayton Knockleby playing the flute and
Clayton Knockleby playing the flute. I doubt that.
Lucas Kastuba doing the triangle. But but no, so it's essentially just a sort of an idea. We've been kicking around for a couple of years about doing it, but so it's limited to 40 places. The guys and girls that will be attending as guests will get hands-on, tutorial sort of hands-on learning from the guest presenters, with a bit of downtime to, sort of socialise in the evenings and all that sort of stuff. So, a bit of, build a bit of camaraderie, keeping that sort of community spirit we've got going in Canberra, sort of going throughout the year. So it's just adding another event into our sort of annual or sort of calendar, which will be great.
Is this aimed at figure modelers, or is it you got something?
No, so obviously potentially sort of Calvin coming. Which the reason we try to get him out again is more for our volunteers for ScaleACT. So obviously putting an event on like ScaleACT, we need many hands on deck to run the event. And obviously those that came last year would have noticed we had Calvin running a workshop last year. But however, all the ACTSMS members that run the event, couldn't attend that workshop because they're helping put ScaleACT on for the weekend. And a few of them kind of said, it was a pity because they'd love to have attended it. So a bit, sort of a big reason we've got him coming out for that weekend is for our ACTSMS members that missed out the ScaleACT. But Lucas and Clayton are doing more sort of generic stuff, so it doesn't matter what you build. The stuff that those guys are going to be doing will be transferable across the hobby.
Lucas really recently built for the Illawarra show a helicopter, which was absolutely stunning. I think it took best in show almost.
Yeah, he got best in show at the, what do they call it themselves now? The New South Wales Expo, whatever it is.
The Illawarra show, yeah.
Yeah, at Illawarra, yeah. So, he got best in show there. So, credit to him. And, he's a very, very big silent achiever, I think. He's not super active he's got his own page and stuff on Facebook, but he's, not as active as sort of some of our other sort of Australian stars that we get on the shows.
It's funny because, Australia has a plethora of world-class modelers, but a lot of them are really sort of quiet guys and, shun the sort of limelight, and they just sort of, happily sort of build away in their man caves and pop up here and there. We're really blessed with the talent we've got in this country.
I think it's just Australians by nature, but because anyone that gets put on a pedestal, we're pretty quick to throw rocks at. So
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
I think we're all pretty, we're pretty sort of laid back for most of us. So that casual sort of, persona we have here. So, those that have done great things. There's a few of them that have, got good YouTube channels and stuff running now. But there's plenty of other good models, like you said, that I think, they just chip away and do what they do.
So back to the weekend retreat. Is it open to anybody else apart from members of
open to anyone. So we're obviously running it and hosting it, but we've opened it up to everyone. So it's not it's not a club sort of funded event. It's going to be a bit like ScaleACT, that we just put it on and run it at cost neutral. So
right. So for the weekend, you get accommodation for 2 nights. So it starts. You're going to be there at 6 p.m. Friday night and finishes 5 p.m. Sunday. You got your accommodation included in that, plus whatever models are provided for the weekend to work on.
Yep.
Plus access to obviously the likes of Calvin Tan and Clayton Ockerby and Lucas as well.
Yes. Yep.
And
all your food.
Okay.
So all your food, morning tea, afternoon tea. So anything like you really need to BYOs, like obviously your clothing and it's not a nudist retreat, but it's a modelling retreat.
What about paint? What about paints and stuff like that, and brushes?
Yeah, all that sort of stuff will be provided. So, like we do encourage people, if they want to bring a kit or something to it that they're currently working on, to potentially we'll get the fire. They've got a fire, big fireplace, like outdoor fireplace, indoor fireplace. We'll get a fire going. But those that want to,
is that for the unwanted models?
Yeah,
of an evening,
the fireplace, burning the sacrificial models,
to the modelling guys, we're going to burn a few. So I think of an evening and stuff, just sort of casual evening, but people could BYO a beer and stuff, but obviously we encourage people to it's not about getting pissed and stuff and being a fool, but have a casual beer, a bit of social catch up of the night. You want to work on a kit you're working on, sort of thing. Sit around a table, have a beer, and just casually hang out of an evening, and then do some more structured hands-on learning during the days.
So the price you got is $504.90 per person, which seems rather odd, sort of.
So like I said, we're trying to like I said, we're a not-for-profit organisation, so we don't it's literally whatever that is divided by 40 is the cost that we expect the whole thing to go for. So,
but when you think about that, tuition, materials, meals, accommodation, as well as a take-home
cheap
pack, that's not a bad weekend.
No, not at all. So we've looked. Like I said, we've managed to get like Toy World Canberra. With support of Hobbies Australia and stuff to get us a little bit of a discount off the products we're getting for it. So we've got sort of that importer and local store support for the event as well. So it's again a whole of community sort of initiative we've been able to pull together. So.
Well, if it hadn't have been for the fact that the Malcolm show is on so soon and close to it, I'd and plus I'm heading off to the US in late July, July as well. It's something I would have definitely been interested in popping up for, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think we'll look at sort of continuing to do this in the future as well. I think there's plenty of appetite for that handsome learning.
Yep. Do you reckon 40 is about the right number, or you could increase it?
I think I think when we look to increase it, we need to get another guest presenter, and then we need to look to how do we evenly rotate the groups over a weekend.
Yeah.
So everyone kind of gets access to the same thing. So it's been a little bit of sort of that, what's that analogy? Moving the chairs on the Titanic sort of thing.
Absolutely.
But it's So I think the first year I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of teething issues, but which we've had organising it, but I think hopefully by the weekend it'll run fairly smoothly, what we try to do with everything we run up here. And, yeah, no, and then hopefully we'll build on it for the next one. So.
Well, I'm really excited to see how it goes, and I'd love to. I might even get somebody else back on for who's actually attended from their perspective, because it sounds awesome, and I'd love to find out more about it.
Yeah.
So coming up later on in something happening in November. What's happening in November?
ScaleACT.
Oh, ScaleACT. Yes.
Yeah.
Bigger and better than 2025, that's for sure.
6th to the 8th of November. So second weekend in November, which is the easiest thing to remember, I guess. So it's pretty much, it's going to look fairly similar to last year. We're going to use the venue a bit better, the space a bit better. We've, taken on, there wasn't a lot, we put out for feedback to competitors, to traders, all that sort of stuff, what we do post events. There wasn't a lot that came out. Obviously, there's been a fairly big appetite the last 2 years for being able to bring entries in on a Friday evening, which we're going to be able to accommodate this year. We've got all that ready to go now.
Okay.
But that's probably the biggest change for everyone listening today, which is if you're in Canberra on Friday, there'll be a 1 hour window. I think at this stage it's going to be between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. where if you're in Canberra Friday, you can bring your entries in on the Friday evening. So,
wonderful.
Come in at 6, we can drop our entries off and then go find the pub.
Mm. Yeah. Well, the added thing, and Ian and I were talking about this last week, because they've finished all the renovations at the Australian War Memorial. Mm. So we were toying with the idea of driving up Thursday night.
Yeah.
And then it gives us the whole Friday to muck around at the War Memorial, then sort of head over, set up in the late afternoon, and then head off to the pub Friday. Friday.
Yeah, I went in there. Went in there last week. It's impressive. There's a small section, the dedicated Afghanistan and Iraq section is not quite finished. It's still boarded off, but by the time the end of the year comes around, it'll be done. And there's some other bits back in the older building they're still working on, but apparently, like I said, it should be all pretty much well and truly done by November.
Excellent.
We've got a couple of the curators in our club, so we get kind of first-hand sort of project updates. But it really is amazing. Just the sort of the transition from the old one into the new one, how they've done the architecture and stuff for that, and then you go into the new section and it's like the sort of hands-on, sort of all the interactive screens and stuff. It's really impressive. It's they've done a really good job, I think.
Well, I purposely avoided it because I wanted to wait till they completely finished the renovation before I went back. Yep. So I'm really excited to see what sort of changes they've made. So, and it makes for a great little diversion. And this is anybody heading up to Canberra for the show. You've spent carve aside a little bit of time, because some other great attractions there to go and have a look at. And
definitely.
Canberra is such a city for that sort of thing for a weekend. I mean, you got the Dinosaur Museum, which took you into last year, so he was a happy little boy last year. Of course, we rock up and there's Scott sort of walking around as he usually does. Scott goes there every year. He's a mad dinosaur.
I think he stops in there every year.
Yeah. He'd be happy to hear about those new Tamiya announcements.
Yeah. I think he's the only one in Australia, but
I'm half surprised Ian didn't cock his ear up at that one. So
Fuki Raptor.
Well, the new Tamiya
the Fuki Raptor.
Yeah.
There's actually two of them. Yeah.
And you don't have to use glue either. You can just
snap together stuff. Yeah.
Can I ask? Have you sorted out the special categories for ScaleACT this year?
They should be all up on the website. So I think the special category, what's sent on the shield, is the 48 scale Stuart from Tamiya or the M8. The Kitty Hawk Cup is any of the boxings of the 172nd scale Armour Hobbies Hurricane. And the Grail's going to test me.
The Grail.
Yep. Have you guys got
the Kitty Hawk Cup?
The Grail. I don't mind playing.
Aviation in Canberra.
Oh yeah.
Aviation in Canberra, of course it is. Yes. So it's kind of leveraging on trying to get some of that stuff happening. So there's a bit of interest of the local crowd to come and check out, Canberra's aviation history, essentially.
Right. So special cars award, best roadster or convertible, Julian.
Yeah, that's something I'm going to have to think about. I don't normally do convertibles or roadsters just because usually they don't do the soft top folded down very well in most kits.
Who's got to build one where the soft top gets hidden underneath the?
Yeah, that's right. Like
lid.
do a
I suppose.
what's that Ford one that I used to drive around? I had one of them.
Oh, a Capri?
Capri, yeah. That folds down into the boot so you don't see it.
I don't like to talk about that car.
I used to love that car as well.
Well, actually, you can always do a Shelby Cobra.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? So Brian did a Cobra not too long ago, and he had the misfortune, I should say, of getting the wrong kit.
Oh, he got the AMT kit, did he?
I'm not sure which kit it was. I'll have to ask him. But it's the one where it's just got like steel rods for axles that go through all the suspension architecture. And
I think that might be the AMT kit, might be.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking.
Which is a 289 Cobra.
So the Kitty Hawk Cup, you have to provide an Armour Hobby 172nd Hawker Hurricane Mark 1 or 2, but also eligible are the Edward and Red Roo boxing of the Army Hobby kits.
You know what that means?
What?
It means our dear friend the Quokka is going to is going to be a force to be reckoned with in that category.
Yes, definitely.
Because he's built that kit a few times now, hasn't he?
He has. And the Sentinel Shield, that's your requirements for that is a Tamiya 148 M5A1 light tank or an M8 howitzer motor carriage. And if you can use a new CMK Stewart 4 version conversion set to build the late M5A1 tank as used by Australia and the Commonwealth armies during World War II.
Dave, are you going to be in the Grail thing this year?
No, I'm not going to be in the Grail thing this year.
No?
I'm building for something else, and
that's all secret squirrel
no,
stuff.
No, I'm building P-38. P-38.
Oh, that's right. You're building that P-38.
Yeah, Lightning.
Okay, the Tamiya one.
Yep.
This is that buddy build thing, isn't it?
Oh, right.
And I should have my Artemis rocket finished by then.
Cool.
And I hope to have my Eagle finished as well. I've got a 72nd scale Eagle.
Nice.
Needs to be
Nice and
finished
busy.
off. Yeah, I'll be very busy. So I only 3 kits this year. I'll try and push for 5, but I try not to sort of bring ones I've already brought before. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, how does that sound, Pete?
That sounds right on the money.
There you go.
It's like someone provided to the notes.
I'm a big fan of the special categories that you guys have at that show. So I'm always paying attention.
It's been going for a while now. So it's ScaleACT's been going for this is about 26th year. But I think the special categories are a few years behind. So I think the 25th anniversary for those is next year. So.
Yeah.
But so they've been going. Yeah, we've had those running for a while, and they've always been fairly popular. So, but other than the Friday nights, I think we got a lot of feedback about wanting to enter on a Friday night if people were in town. So there'll be a 1 hour window for those that are here on a Friday to come in and put their stuff in. There's a little bit of people were happy. Like the competitors felt very privileged having a nice plastic card with their, sort of ID holder and all that sort of stuff last year. So we'll have that again.
Ran beautifully last year.
Yeah, it did.
Dave's just got to remember to keep his freaking computer running.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Last year my computer died. I had to run around buy a new one.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was an expensive weekend for me, that one.
Oh, she's yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Apple.
Yes.
But there was a little bit of feedback with those because obviously, you guys, the podcast and various YouTube channels and stuff going that people hear people's names, like I don't know, Clayton, I'm mind-blowing now, Clayton, all these sort of other people that are heavy on the socials. But they obviously know of them, heard of them, whatever. But on the competitors' cards, it was only as a new initiative. But there's a little bit of feedback around having a white strip or something on them where people get a Sharpie and put their name on them.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So people if they wish to do so this year, there'll be a dedicated sort of spot on those, and people can write their name so they can be identifiable to the rest of the modelling community to make it a bit more inclusive again.
Well, that's the one thing we struggle with. We see a great model and we're trying to hunt down who actually built it, and we don't know. We'd love to get them on the show to sort of talk about it. So unless you sort of
you can if you see it over the weekend or and you want to chat about it, just get the identification number off it and ask the admin table, and I'll tell you who it is.
Yeah, trouble is, you guys are so busy over the weekend. I don't want to sort of load you up with more work.
If you come over, if whoever's sitting at the admin table, that'll be fine. You can ask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind for this year.
Yeah.
Because we love, when we set up and you get the people coming past and saying, "I listen to the show," and I love nothing more than dragging on some random dude who's just rocked up to the show. 'Cause I get inspired, excited listening to their, what they're talking about, what they've seen for the first time.
Yeah,
it's just really good.
Yeah, we got some pretty good interviews last year.
We did. We got some pretty poor ones too. Was that Peter guy came on? And, but it's great, and that's sort of I like sort of talking to the average guy in the street and having him on the show and talk. I mean, and Ian's right. We've had some wonderful people behind the microphones before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like this year we're trying. I think we spoke about it offline, having you guys a bit closer to the entry on Saturday morning, so you can kind of ambush people as they're coming in too. So that might be a good way to kind of, if you see someone carrying something interesting, you can just throw the microphone in front of them. Yeah,
cast the net.
Exactly.
I might buy a couple of those fake plastic Claymore mines and set up in front of the table. But what else? That sort of, we've been trying, not due to us not trying, but that front sort of area, we've been promised to have that open last 2 years, and we've kind of given up on that. So we're going to use that space now this year. Okay.
We've got the Canberra RC Flying Club coming. They won't actually be out flying, but they'll have a couple of simulators set up for people visiting and stuff. Have a play around with those.
Oh yeah, cool.
So there's a bit of sort of interactive stuff there that'll be happening. Plenty of visiting clubs again. I think the list of traders at the moment is about 18, but we'll probably get close to, I think, 23 or 4 we ended up with last year. We'll easily get to that again, I think.
Well, I'm glad Dave's got a bigger car this year.
Yeah, I do. I do have a bigger car. And it's funny because I know there's a couple of traders who actually missed out last year as well, so they're keen to
we didn't have the space. So we've gone out to the, sort of got out to everyone this year. There's a few on the list I know that will come because they're just, they're some of the biggest stores and stuff, and they probably just missed the email. So I'll chase those up in the next couple of weeks and get them all locked in. But yeah, like I said, we're I think 18 or 19. Was that a rough count then of the latest email? But that'll easily get back up to the sort of low 20s, mid 20s potentially by the time ScaleACT gets here.
There's plenty of growth area there for future years.
Yeah, I think the space we've currently, like I said, that front area we've kind of haven't really used to its maximum. I think just sort of shuffling the layout a bit as well. I think we can utilize the space a bit better. So, not too keen to kind of spread it out too much yet because I think it's you want to maintain the atmosphere too. I think it's good. How it's been running, that atmosphere wise. There's plenty of options and stuff to jig things around. And there is other space and stuff, like we've got those rooms upstairs for demonstrations and all that sort of stuff happening, and potentially we've got room to move if needed.
I think it's kind of better that it's sort of not too spread out.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
And you want to try and keep everything in the one space if possible too, which is good. I know some other bigger shows I've been to overseas that the traders hall is separate to the competition hall, and I think they've got thousands of people coming through, but so it kind of works. But for a show in Australia, I don't think it would. So I think it would dampen the atmosphere pretty quickly. So I think it's I think it's good where we're going. I think we've got just areas to consolidate on. I think you've had Steve on with the software and etc. He's done some software updates based on feedback, so that'll be even smoother again for everyone this year.
Cool.
The PA system will be back. I know that was a big thing the year before, so we'll keep that running. But yeah, I think it's just going to be sort of using that front space a bit more. We're getting a coffee van out the front, so should try and dampen down that coffee line on the Saturday and the Sunday morning.
yes.
The swap and sell. We'll have an extra terminal in there, point of sales terminal. So that was based on feedback from the team last year. So we'll hopefully get that line moving quicker for everyone. And yeah, it's pretty much the big sort of takeaways. Feedback wise was obviously the swap. There was a bit around people saying the swap and sell line was moving too slow, which I think most events when they open,
I can't deal with the queue.
Is always going to be a queue. So
I just wait until there's no queue, then I go in there.
Here, I'll wait until
I would much rather have a slimmer pickings than have to deal with a queue.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'm desperate for that I'll line up for it.
Yeah, I mean that's because we're so baked into the hobby now that we
maybe
can
a
afford
hamburger.
to give it a miss.
Yeah, I'll line up for a hamburger, but that's about it.
Yes, yep.
Maybe a beer.
But no. But they're going to look at streamline that a little bit the best they can anyway. Like I said, you're never going to get rid of the line.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no.
But that's great. So, any overseas sort of people coming on to visit?
No, it looks like Calvin will be back.
Cool.
Details on what he's going to be doing that weekend are still in negotiation, but we, like you said, we've got so many good Australian sort of guys out there as well. Most of them will be back. All everyone's fan favourites from Australia will be there.
Yep.
We've got David Parker from England coming.
Oh, okay.
Those that aren't familiar, he's the editor for AFE Modeler.
Yep.
And I think it's Air Modeler. So those two magazines.
Yeah.
So Dave will be out with a guy called John Murphy, or people will see him on Facebook as Spud Murphy.
Is Spud coming over, is he?
He is, yeah. So
we'll finally get to meet him in person.
Yeah, we've had him on the show a couple of times now. He's a great guy to talk to, he really is.
Yeah, he really is, and he's a fantastic modeler. So
my God, do you see what he did with that 1/16 scale M113?
Yeah, insane. Yeah, and the what was the N10 or the Achilles or something he done before that?
Yeah. And how that guy does his tracks is just mind blowing. And he breaks the process down so easy. It's anybody can sort of follow and get the same result. It's awesome.
Yeah,
love it.
No, so so those guys are coming out. So
so are they? So is Spud coming out to actually do a presentation as well, or is he just coming out as a punter?
Potentially just as a punter this year. We've been having a bit of a chat with him. He's don't want to put any pressure on him. So
put pressure on him. Go for it. Yeah, put pressure on him.
No, we'll see to see. But I'll be chatting with him on and off and see what he feels up to doing. But he might jump in and do something with Clayton. We're not sure yet. So we'll definitely hopefully use him over the weekend, get on the podcast, and have him identifiable if people want to have a chat and stuff with him anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what, and this is another reason why to go to the show, because all the pubs that we go to and the eateries are like in one sort of very small area, and everybody congregates there on a Friday night, Saturday night,
Sunday night.
Well, Ian and I hang around for the Sunday night. We drive back on the Monday, that's where you can catch up with the likes of all these big name people like Calvin and and all that in a social setting, and that's where some of the best conversations are also had with a beer in your hand, and just telling lies to each other. It's awesome, and that's what makes
these plans. That's where these like a lot of these plans for like the retreat and stuff like come from those conversations and all that sort of stuff too. But that's where we get a chance to actually, a lot of us are flying around on the weekend doing you guys are busy running your podcast, we're busy running the event, whatever, and to actually, and like I feel bad. I have people come and talk to me over the weekend, and sometimes I just got to say, sorry, I got to keep walking. But
yeah.
but those Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights, I get to walk in, let a big sigh out, grab a drink, and then I actually get a chance to chat to people too, which and thank people for coming, all that sort of stuff. So it is you're 100% right. Like it's a great part of it now. I think where a lot of people, the social aspect where a lot of people that do travel, we all kind of go to the same place, sort of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night to sort of socialise and have that sort of connection, which I think's
and Canberra lends itself to that. I mean, it's easy to do. I imagine it's well, Ian and I, when we went to Queensland, as much as that show was absolutely brilliant, and we loved it.
Great fun there.
Because where it is, and everybody was all spread out right across Brisbane, so it was hard to sort of get together with a solid contingent. I'm yet to get to Illawarra and yet to get to
South Australia,
which we've been promising for years and still haven't done that. Apologies to the guys over there.
And our friends across the pond.
Yeah, New Zealand's another one, yeah.
Yep.
But Canberra is it's equivalent to the IPMS shows in the US, because they usually hold them in areas where there's a convention centre and you got all pubs and restaurants all around. So there's a lot of mingling that goes on and social activities during the evening as well. And Canberra has got that down pat like some of those other places, and like AMPS Nationals, etc. have it. So it's really good.
Lots of out-of-towners.
Yes. And Friday night was pumping. That was a civic pub last year. I reckon it was probably 60, 70 odd attendees there, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was huge.
We were all through the pub. Every time I walked into the bathroom or something, it's like, "Oh, you're here," and it's like, "Oh yeah, we couldn't find a spot out the front. We're over here or whatever." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, and then it's like, oh well, we're going to head over to that other venue. And you to meet up with another group of people that were going on over there independently.
Well, you got to start the Grease Monkey first to get a burger, and then head off to a pub.
Yeah.
But you're blessed that you got so many pubs close to that you're all in walking distance.
I said it's like I said, I think I've said on the show plenty of times. People are probably starting to think of hearing from me, but I think we're this privilege as a club as well where we are. Like I said, we've got so many people involved that bring their professional experience into the club, which is lent to why we've been so successful for 50 plus years now.
Yeah.
But also, again, sort of geographically and sort of with the venue and all that sort of stuff, and we're close to all our hotels are close to sort of good nightlife areas, and it lends to being able to put an event on like ScaleACT with that sort of holistic sort of socialisation, sort of night and day, and
Yep. And rather than the show ends generally at about 4 o'clock on a Sunday, rather than rushing home that night, do what Ian and I do, stay an extra night. And here's a secret, which I'm going to let out. If you stay over on the Sunday night, there's only about a crowd of maybe a dozen guys who get together, and it's a really, really good decompression night, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It is.
Having said that now, probably
You've just ruined it for everyone.
Stay over and...
Yep.
No, like I said, more the better. Like it's I don't know what other people get motivated by putting these sort of things on, but I think it's like what motivates me, and is to put a weekend on, because you don't know what people are going through day to day, all that sort of stuff. So putting the best possible weekend on I can to bring a smile to people's faces. That's what motivates me, sort of year on year out, to keep pushing. My volunteers probably drive a few crazy, but to put the week on each year, it's not setting records, all this sort of stuff. It's about building a community, a community. It's looking out for each other. We a lot of us talk throughout the year now.
Yes.
And it's not like we're not all separate parts of the event. Where our competitors are part of it, like our traders are part of it, but it's we shouldn't be like isolated parts of the event. We're all the community, so it's making sure that we when we put the event on, that everyone feels welcome, which I think we've spoken about before. It's one of our key things to make sure everyone is feeling welcome to come, regardless of their ability, who they are, whatever. And make sure it's a fun weekend to try and put a smile, on everyone's faces.
Well, you know, all the people we've met up with and sort of, keep in touch with over the year now. I mean, like you got Andrew Haas and you got Crispy Bacon, you've got Clayton, of course, you got Link and all those guys.
Yep.
There's a whole host of other normal sort of, average guy in the street.
The
that we
regulars.
Catch up. The regulars, yeah, that we sort of catch up with, and we talk to them all throughout the year. It's awesome.
Yeah, yep, and that's what you want. And I think that's how we keep the so many competing hobbies out there as well.
Like quilting.
That's how we keep the hobby going, is by having. It's obviously the hobby is what brings us together. Like, one of the key reasons. But building on that by make sure we have a strong community. It's going to keep it going for the years to come, I think. So.
Yeah, and that's what you've done. You've built a great community there, so and that makes it one of the best things to go to during the year.
Totally agree.
Yes.
Yep.
Can we get you back on later on in the year and a few more times just to talk about it and see if you've got any changes or anything? Because love
Yeah,
chatting with you.
definitely. Like I said, as we get closer, we can confirm confirm a few more details that are sort of still swirling. It'd be good to jump on after the retreat as well.
Sure. Yeah. If you can find just an
back
average punter for me to talk to about from the retreat, that'd be great too.
Definitely.
Send them my way.
I'll volunteer someone after it.
Okay, that's it. So let's not talk about shows or organising or anything like that. I'm keen to hear what you've got on your bench and what you're sort of building at the moment or what you're struggling with at the moment.
What I've been struggling with is actually getting to the bench. Like I said, I've been pretty busy out. Just with normal sort of day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
And also been a young family with a young kid and stuff as well. That obviously everyone knows that issue.
Not for me anymore. No.
True, yours are all at the house, but
I've got grandkids instead now. So
yeah, like I think because I've been traveling a bit as well. Like the building's fine. Like I've got plenty of stuff starting to pile up on the bench to be airbrushed and started to be painted, which is.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same
The
position.
pilot, like a pile of shame, just staring at me every time I walk past the spray bench now.
So what's some of the things you got on your bench?
What have I got on the bench at the moment? So I forget the name of the brand. They've just brought out the Italian armored cars, AB41s, whatever they are. I think it's like a Chinese brand, Lambo or something.
Right.
That's not too bad. There's been a few people sort of criticising, but they don't go together like a Tamiya kit. But the detail-wise is, I think, better than the early reiteration of it.
Yep.
But a little bit of basic modelling skills, and I've had no issues. They're pretty much nearly ready to go onto the pile of shame for painting as well.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not sure what's.
So what you're really telling me, Pete, is your Australia's version of Rob Riv, where you build all this stuff and you don't paint it.
I think there's plenty of guys out there that have a few on the shop that are built and unpainted. But yeah, I'm very much going down that path at the moment. But I need to hopefully things will settle in the next in the coming weeks, and I'll be able to get behind the airbrush a bit and get some of this stuff ready for ScaleACT so we can give that 1,000 a nudge.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you're not a half bad model builder yourself, actually. Just on the quiet.
Yeah, when I get something finished.
When you get something
apparently.
finished.
No, yeah, so that's the plan is I do want to get some more bench time, and I think now I will be able to because I've got a decent chunk of leave coming up and all that sort of stuff. So that is the plan. Is to definitely get back into getting some paint and some stuff to get stuff ready for the weekend. So.
Very good, very good. Mate, been awesome chatting with you.
As
really
usual,
excited for your weekend retreat. Even more excited for November for ScaleACT 26.
Oh, yeah.
And as you said, we'll get you back on the show soon to talk about the weekend retreat and also some more juicy bits you're going to drop regarding ScaleACT 26.
Yes, and we'll be renewing sponsors as well. So we'll have our, updated sponsor list shortly. And a couple of new ones coming on board that we can discuss then as well next time we chat.
Fantastic.
And,
where can people go to find out more about ScaleACT 2026?
So same, yes, we've got a dedicated ScaleACT Facebook page. So it's SCALE, capital A, capital C, capital T. That's a sort of dedicated Facebook page where only ScaleACT content will go up. So we've obviously got our general Facebook page, which has just been going gangbusters lately, which is fantastic. We've got, I think, over 2,500 followers on that now, which is our ACT. So all capital letters ACTSMS Facebook page, and that, I said over 2,500. I think every Friday night we get about 50, 60 people now that post what they're working on.
Wow, okay.
So that's going well. We've just, I think, ticked over 216 financial members, which is awesome.
That's not bad for a regional, for a country club, a regional country
club.
Yeah,
exactly. Just a country club up here, yeah. But so obviously there's plenty of content from the members and stuff on there, and non-members that follow the page and, as supporters and get involved, which is great. But yeah, I think, that general page, we do post stuff on there too, but it can kind of disappear pretty quickly now. So the key one would be to get on that ScaleACT page, to just get that ScaleACT content, or the website. So the website is the sort of ultimate source of truth. So, if you've got any questions or wondering anything about ScaleACT or the club, it's www.actsms.asn.au, and that we'll have a ScaleACT tab. Go onto the ScaleACT page. It's got a weekend retreat tab there at the moment as well.
It does too.
And so you got all that. That's the sort of the ultimate source of truth sort of thing. That's the first thing we update before we update the socials. So. If we're a little bit time poor, the website will get done, and then the socials follow later. So the website's our bread and butter at the moment. So
jolly good, mate. Awesome. Thank you very much. Great to hear from you. And as I said, we'll circle back to you throughout the rest of the year with some more exciting information and stuff.
Excellent. Thank you, boys. Thanks for having us on and helping promote the event. And like I said, and we're more than approachable. If anyone's got any questions, I know we have a good cohort of New Zealanders that come out now as well.
Yes, we do.
Yes, that's
We've got the accommodation packages up now. I think the guys have got a discount again for a boat at Gungarland, which is just up the road from Thoroughbred Park, and a boat at Belconnen. So I think the details are on the ACT ScaleACT Facebook page, so ScaleACT page.
Last year, one of our mates took his caravan up there and started in the caravan park. He reckon it was awesome.
Yeah, right. Excellent.
Yeah,
yep. But anyone, I don't know. Like I said, we've had people in the past before, like come by themselves as well, and they're wondering where everyone's hanging out and all that sort of stuff. We don't bite or anything. So chuck a message on Facebook or send one of us the committee members and stuff are listed on the website, whatever. Send us a message, email, whatever it is. And don't be shy if you're not sure about coming, where to stay. Got questions about how to enter, anything like that. Please, please come along and enjoy yourself, and we'll make sure that we answer your questions and make sure you're comfortable coming.
It's nice to know. You're just that kind of guy, aren't you, Brett?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Thanks very much, and we look forward to catching up with you later on in the year.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks, boys.
Catch you. Bye. Always good to catch up with our mate Pete.
It is, yeah. It's great guy to deal with, Pete. Very, very nice fella.
Yep. Very exciting at ScaleACT coming up so soon. And, let's say soon. It's November, in June now, but geez, it's going to come up on this quickly.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And as we said in the interview, you and I, Ian, are planning maybe going up on a Thursday night.
Yeah, go to Australian War Memorial.
Just to give us a full day on Friday.
Yep.
I reckon we could do, if we leave here at about, probably get away about 4 or something like that.
Yeah, so if any of our listeners have got an extra day off and they're going to camp, and meet up with us up at the War Memorial.
Yeah, we'll firm up exactly what we're going to be doing, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's been years since I've been there.
I need to think of a car build to do between now and then that is a roadster or a convertible.
Well, you'll think of something.
Cobra.
And you'll smash it as usual.
I do have the Cobra Blue there.
Yeah, I've got a bottle of Guardsman Blue.
Yes.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, yeah, you would have, even if you, it's like a specific color, so you kind of have to get it ahead of time, right?
Because I had to get it because I've got a, it's either the Revell or the Fujimi 427 SC Cobra, and I've got the Guns Sangyo Cobra Daytona Coupe.
You got to do that one day.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I know. Such a gorgeous car. The Cobra Daytona Coupe.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. Once I've got a model room, in a few years, hopefully.
That'll come.
If I ever do another trip to Japan and I spot that, I'm going to buy that kit and I'm going to do it before you.
Oh, do so, please. I'd love to see what you do with it. I'd love. And I actually bought an aftermarket decal set for it.
Okay.
So for all the
because you want to do a specific
yeah,
car.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I want to do Bob Borderant, I think his name was, when he did the Sebring in 1964, 65, when they raced in the wet.
I did see one of, because you know how like the Guns car kits are actually pretty rare.
Oh yeah.
I did see one of them when I was there in Japan.
Oh, the Alpha.
Yes, the Alpha.
Yeah, that's
when I was
yeah.
On holiday there, I thought, oh, there's that kid.
You didn't buy
Unobtainium, you know.
And you didn't buy it?
No, I didn't need to.
Oh, okay. Oh, you already got one.
Well, yeah, sort of. Yeah, I mean, they were at the time they'd already just re-released the Tamiya Alpha.
Oh, so Tamiya's done the exact same car.
Yeah, but there's like some differences and things,
right.
you know.
As Dave's just like staring off into the world.
Well, I'm just thinking about, no, I'm just thinking about my program for shows this year and just thinking about next year. And I think next year I need to hit Illawarra and I need to really commit also to South Australia.
Yeah.
Internationally, I'm trying to shoot for Wonderfest next year. But I hear rumours that one of our kids is thinking of getting married. And I've got a horrible suspicion it may be around the same time.
Oh, bummer.
We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. It's nothing's firm yet, and 2027 is a long way away. Got to get through 2026 yet. But yeah, Illawarra definitely, and South Australia. Got to look at getting that done too.
Yep.
We've been promising for years and years.
I know. Same as we've been promising the Kiwis for years. We roll.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like we even had it all planned out. But yeah,
we can only fit so many things into the year.
Well, that's right. Yeah. Very true. Very true.
And we're not made of money.
No, we're not.
It'd be nice if we were.
Yep.
But then again, we'd be quite flammable.
Well, hopefully when I get back from Malaysia, I'll have a few things to still talk about. So
yeah, sounds good.
For our next show. Our next show is going to be interesting, actually. It's going to be a long one because I'm getting Scott Gentry on, and I want to say Bruce as well.
Because and what are we going to be talking about?
Well, I want to dive in.
Barry.
Yeah, Barry as well. I want to dive in and have a real deep dive into this Rocky Mountain show, and I want to have a look at it from the organizer side. And Scott and I go way, 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 way back, so I'm really excited to talk about him. He's always had some sort of thoughts on these areas and what he thinks that modelers want. And you know what? I think he's really sort of hit a hot button. So I'm really excited that we're going to dive in and have a deep dive and get right down and talk about it. So it should be good.
Yeah. No, sounds good. Be good to go catch up with Scott too again. It's been many years since we chatted to him.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, the last time I chatted to him was in the States. That was, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right. I think that's about it.
Yep.
Until next fortnight.
Happy modelling, everyone.
I was going to say build what you love and love what you build, but I found I was listening to some other podcast and some other dude uses it as a sign out. So I can't do that now.
No.
So I can think of something else.
You do.
Episode 239, I still haven't got
an outro.
Maybe I should do, go back to my days in the army and do a military thing like, mission complete.
There you go. Done.
Yep.
I'm just going to say bye. Bye.
All right, catch you later, guys. Bye.